Hey guys, the weather's starting to warm up outside. Hopefully it'll stay really nice as we move into the springtime that's coming up soon. Very beautiful weather. And in order to celebrate the coming of spring, today we're going to make a dish called Springtime Comes to Pine Hill Cabin. And the very first thing that we're going to do is take a nice measuring cup and we're going to melt 1 stick of unsalted butter. So let's go ahead and do that. Now while the butter is melting, I'm going to take a whole package of lemon Oreos. I'm going to put them in a plastic bag and I'm going to crush them up with my mallet. Got them in a bag, got my mallet, and you just go to town. And yeah, you could probably do this in a food processor, but what's the fun in that? Got a nice bag of crushed up lemon Oreos. I'm gonna put them in a bowl and pour in the melted butter. And just take that butter and pour it right in. We're gonna mix that up and that's gonna be the base, the crust, the bottom crust of our Springtime Comes to Pine Hill Cabin. And so now all I'm gonna do is just dump this right in. I'm gonna spread it out and that's gonna be our bottom crust. So now that I have my crust made, I'm just gonna pop that into the refrigerator while we are making the rest of our fillings. Okay, for the second step, I'm gonna use that very same bowl and I'm going to put in a block of cream cheese and then I'm going to put in a teaspoonful of vanilla extract. I'm gonna put in a cup of powdered sugar. I'm gonna put in a capful of lemon extract. And then I'm going to mix all that in, and then finally I'm going to fold in, not Cool Whip, but the same thing, Great Value whipped topping. Not the whole thing, about half of it. I think we have to do 8 ounces. This is 16, so I'm going to use half of this and fold that into the topping. And that's going to be the second layer in Springtime Comes to Pine Hill Cabin. So let me go ahead and get everything in the bowl, and I'll show you how it looks when I mix it up. So I started it with hand just to break it up, and then I used a mixer and I mixed it all together. So this is what it looks like right now. And now I'm gonna stir in half of this large 16-ounce container of whipped topping and just fold it in. And now that we've folded that in, you can see that it's still very fluffy, but it's got all the other stuff mixed in it. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put it on top of the bottom layer. And so I'm just gonna pour this right on top. And then I'm going to spread it out to make the second layer of Springtime Comes to Pine Hill Cabin. And as you can see, now that I've got it all spread out really smooth, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator and let it chill while I'm making the next layer. Okay, while that's chilling in the fridge, I'm gonna go ahead and start the next layer. I'm gonna take 2 small packages of lemon instant pudding mix. I'm going to be mixing that with 2 cups of whole milk. And then I'm also going to add in 1 cup of heavy cream. Now I couldn't find heavy cream, so I'm gonna use half and half. It's the best I got, so we always improvise. Once I get all of that mixed up, I'm gonna take another cup or a cup and a half of Cool Whip and I'm gonna fold that in. So let me get that started and we'll see how it turns out. So here's my pudding. I started out with a spoon and I finished it with a mixer. And now I'm just making sure it's all nice and puddingy with my spoon. And like I said, I'm gonna fold in another cup of whipped topping. So let's see what that looks like when I put that in there. So now that has been folded in and that's gonna be my next layer. I'm gonna put that on and we'll put it back in the fridge. And so we'll just dump this right on top and spread it out, smooth it out and get ready for our final touches. Now that I've got this layer all smoothed out, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. And we'll do our last little bit. Okay, for the last step, I'm just gonna take what I have left of the whipped topping and I'm gonna mix in a few drops of yellow food coloring just to give it that nice yellow color. So here we go, I'm just gonna drop this right on in. I'm gonna take about 4 or 5 drops, maybe more. Who's counting? As long as it looks pretty. right? You want it to have a nice yellow look to it to give it that lemony look. I'm gonna spread that on top. And then some people like to toast it, but I'm just gonna take my coconut flakes, my sweetened coconut flakes, and I really just like them out of the bag like this. I'm gonna sprinkle that on top of that, put it back in the fridge, let it chill. I'm thinking, what, 30 minutes? If you can let it stay that long. And then it's ready to serve. So let's go ahead and get that part done. See how pretty and yellow our Cool Whip looks now? You don't want it to look unnaturally yellow, but just give it a little yellow tint to make it look like a lemon. And so now I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna put this on top. Spread that down and sprinkle some coconut on it. And now that I have that smoothed out, I'm going to take my sweet coconut flakes and I'm going to sprinkle those on top. No rhyme or reason, just make it look like you want it to look. And really the coconut flakes are totally optional if you're allergic or if you just don't like coconut. And there we go. Springtime comes to Pine Hill Cabin. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it chill for about 30 minutes. I guess longer would be better, but who could wait that long? So as you can see, this sets up like a soft pie. You got all your layers in there, lemony and coconutty. And here's our official taste tester. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yeah, there's the official word. So good, and there it goes, and that's how you know it's good when it disappears. And that's all there is. Springtime comes to Pine Hill Cabin. Springtime can come to your house too. Just follow this simple, easy recipe. You will be the hit at the Easter parties this year, let me tell you. Everyone have a great day. Thanks for stopping by Pine Hill Cabin today. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.